Hello, everyone. We're going to do the relationship and dating do's and don'ts today in the first of a series of programs that are going to be in English and addressing the needs of a generation that perhaps doesn't speak Farsi or has partners that don't speak Farsi, or has a need to learn the do's and don'ts in a different language than Farsi so that they can communicate with the world around them. So what are actually the dating do's and don'ts? There are so many books, there are so many seminars, there are so many workshops, there are so many podcasts and YouTubes and TikToks, but let's start from the very beginning. I'm a young person or I'm an older person who hasn't really found the love of my life or the person that I can feel comfortable with or have a relationship with, and I'm kind of confused and maybe disappointed, maybe I'm resigned, maybe I'm sad or angry or really hopeful and excited, but I'm not really sure what the steps are to get into the dating game. So where do I start? Well, most people I know don't start at the beginning. They start in the middle and then they wonder, how come things don't work out? Because there has to be a beginning. There has to be a start point. Most people don't want to start at the start point. And if you're Persian, like all of us, if you have any Persian blood, you don't want to start at the bottom. You want to start like at the managerial position, right? Even when you get a job, you're like, I'm not going to start with those people. I want to start over here. With dating, you can't do that. You got to start at the beginning. So what is the start of dating? The start of dating is, am I dateable? It's not about, let me just go find somebody. It's about, let me find me. Am I dateable? And what makes me dateable? You know, most people I know, they just go fill out stuff on some dating app, and half of it they are like exaggerating, another half of it they don't even know what to write. They just make things up to make themselves interesting. But if you really had to date you, what makes you dateable? Why should somebody else ask you out on a date? This is the important question that most people don't want to answer. Like, what makes me dateable? Really, take out a piece of paper, get a pen, make a list. What characteristics make me dateable? Right? What is interesting about me? What is adorable about me? What is lovable about me? What am I proud of? What am I not so proud of? What are my outstanding features? What are my not so outstanding features? What are my successes? What are my failures? What have I accomplished in life? Right? What is attractive about me? What is not attractive about me? What are my goals? What are my dreams? Why do I want to date? That's a question to be answered. What is it I want to get out of dating? Do I want sex? Do I want fun? Do I want somebody to just go places with? Do I want experience? Do I want a committed relationship? Do I want to get married? Am I ready for dating? Now, how do you know if you're ready for dating? Well, how you know you're ready for dating is you first have to be dateable. What does that mean? That means that I have a knowledge about myself, that I know who I am, that I know what I want, that I know what I don't want, that I know what my values are, that I know what my boundaries are, that I know what my goals are, that I actually have a level of mastery over myself and my life, that I have a level of independence, that I can make my own decisions, that somebody else isn't deciding for me, that I can recognize good from bad, right from wrong, yes from no, that I have the ability to make requests and demands, that I actually know the difference between those two. These are important things that most people that come to me with relationship and dating problems have never taken the time, whether by themselves or with a professional, to figure out. Ever. They've never taken the time. So one of the don'ts in dating is don't go dating if you don't have you figured out. Because who are you going to introduce to the other person if you don't know who you are? So I go dating, and the other person says, tell me about yourself. So I start out with saying my education. I start out by saying my work. I start out by saying where I live. I start out by saying my age. And then I don't know what else to talk about. You know, maybe my hobbies, maybe the things I'm interested in. But I haven't really figured me out. I don't know what makes me me. I've never sorted out my past. I've never resolved my issues with my parents, with my families. The girls or boys in high school that bullied me or made fun of me, or people who broke my heart, or people who hurt me, or people who bullied me, or my failures, or the things that I'm embarrassed about, or my physical issues with myself, or my psychological issues, or my traumas, or my parents' divorce, or my sister or brother's death, or whatever happened in my family. And if I have not sorted that out, when I go to meet somebody, I can't talk about me because I'm shut down. Because when I go to talk about those things, because I haven't resolved them, there's a lump in my throat, or I can't deal with it, or the anger comes out, or the pain comes out. Or if some boy or girl has done me wrong, has cheated on me, or lied to me, or hurt me, then I don't know how to talk about my past relationship, where I'm still stuck there, or I'm angry about it, or I'm hurt about it, or I'm a victim. That comes out. So I gotta be resolved with myself and who I am. So a do is do resolve your past. Be complete, have closure. Don't go into a dating situation with your past and bring it all with you so that the other person now has to deal with your past. Right? Just like you don't want them to come into dating with you and they bring their past with them. They talk about their boyfriend or their girlfriend ad nauseum, right? So now you've resolved all of that and you're ready for dating and you figured you out and you want to go on a date. Now what's the first step? So a great do is tell your friends and your family and people you know and your coworkers about your intention to go dating. Do tell them. Ask them, do you know anybody who's got these characteristics? These are the things I'm looking for. You need to know, who am I looking for? And then talk to them. Interview them. Do you think that these are the right things to go for? What is your experience? Gather a bunch of data. Tell them, I want to go dating. What are the most important things in another person? Gather data. Interview people. What are important things? And then once you gather that data, come back. Sit down with yourself Do go through all the lists that they gave you. What do you want? What is important to you? What is not important to you? A lot of the time when I ask somebody, what's important to you in dating? They don't know. I want them to be good looking. I want them to be nice to me. I want them to be kind. I want them to be honest. I want them to be educated. They have to be a doctor, right? Or I want them to, be a virgin. Or I want them to be faithful or loyal. All of those things are great things. And I hope you get all of that. But what about they're healthy, or they have a healthy lifestyle, or they're not into drugs or alcohol or gambling or porn, or they are responsible, that they're honest, that they have integrity, they do what they say they're going to do, or that they want the same things that you want, right? Or that they're athletic, or that they exercise, or that they eat correctly, or that they're clean and they smell good, and that they know themselves, that they also have spent time to get to know who they are, and that it's somebody with an open mind, that if a problem comes up in your relationship, they're willing to see a professional or get help, or that they're responsible financially, or that they're independent financially, that they have a good relationship with their family and with their friends, right? So these things are also important, right? So the do's are, do spend time making a list of the things that are important to you, right? And then you go out and you think, where would this person with these characteristics be hanging out? Where would they be? What would they be doing with their life, with their time, with their free time? Are they at a gym? Are they at a restaurant? Are they at a self-help or self-development workshop or seminar? Are they going to a philosophy lecture? Are they going to a poetry reading? Are they taking classes to develop themselves in business? Are they going to singles events? Where would I actually meet this person? Are they online on a dating app? Are they animal lovers? What kind of hobbies do I have? What kind of hobbies do they have? So you go and you hang out in places where this person is most likely to be doing what you like. Like one of my friends, she's passionate about horses, right? So almost every weekend, she is going horseback riding. And guess where she met the love of her life? Horseback riding. And going to horseback riding exhibitions and races and games, and right? So this is where they met, because they kept going to the same places, because they were both passionate about horses, right? Another friend of mine just picked up golfing. Very expensive pastime. Not for everyone. She's terrible at it. But she wanted to learn. She loves the smell of grass. So she picked up golfing. And through golfing, she met all these golfers, were going out, and that's where she met the person, through her golf buddies, right? So now they go golfing together. He doesn't know how to golf either. So they're picking it up together, and they're really enjoying it. Another person I know is very much into literature. So she goes to a lot of readings, right? Online and also in person. So they met there, right? Another person I know goes to poetry classes. That's where she met the person that she met, through her poetry classes. And many, many, many people have met through dating apps, through friends, through parties, gatherings, singles events, right? Singles cruises. So these are also places where the other person that they want to get into a relationship are showing up there. It's a great way to meet, right? So you want to go where that person would be. Now, what are the other do's? The other do's is, do go and introduce yourself to as many people as possible. Do put yourself out there. Do smile. Do be approachable. Do be interested in other people. And what is it? Genuinely interested. Do talk about your interests and do show interest in their interests, right? Don't write people off just based on the first impression you have of them. Do give people a chance. Do go on a date with someone at least 3 times if there is a few things that are interesting about them. If they have a few things that you're like, well, maybe this person is okay, right? Do give them 3 chances before you write them off. I have found that the 3rd time is the charm. That you give somebody 3 chances or 3 strikes before they're out. So it's really important to give somebody 3 chances. And do give yourself 3 chances, right? Do write a thank you note. If the person treats you to a drink or a dinner or a cup of coffee, or even if you go for a walk, do thank them. Be the polite one. Be the one who says thank you first. It's okay to say thank you. I had a wonderful time. It was a pleasure meeting you. Yes, I hope you have a great day. It doesn't matter who says thank you first. Do say thank you. Do reach out. These things are important. Okay? Now, I know that a lot of communication happens these days on Instagram and social media, and there are a lot of trollers that troll social media for really handsome or good looking or successful people, and they like their posts, and this is how people get interested in each other, and that's great. And that's great. That's really awesome. Do write comments on people's posts that you actually really like. That's really great. Comment on there. Do write personal messages to them. If you pick up on something, if you have an idea for them, if you have a message for them, it's a personal touch. That's a really great thing. Now, don't get offended if they don't write you back. Don't cop an attitude. Don't get disappointed. A lot of very popular people have admins. Very rarely do they check their own page. So don't get offended. Don't leave their page or, whatever, and block them, right? Be nice. Say something funny, something sweet, something kind. Compliment. Acknowledge something that's really great about them. Notice things about them. It's really wonderful. Yes? So these are the do's that are really important. Okay? Now there are some don'ts. Don't go on dates just to recover from a broken heart. Chances are that if you have a broken heart, you're going to pick all the wrong people and attract all the wrong people into your space because somebody else broke your heart. You don't have a very good attitude about people and dating and relationships. That may be a good time to hang out with friends and family, or focus on your business, or focus on your health, or focus on your attitude, or do things that make you happy. Don't go dating on a rebound. That's a don't. Okay? Don't go on dates if you don't feel at your best. If you're not happy with yourself, if you're not happy with your body, if you're not happy with your work, if you're not happy with your life, if you're not happy with your home environment or your relationships with people around you, don't make dating be the escape where you want someone else to make you feel good. Feel good and go on dates. I see a lot of people who have addictions, who are suffering from depression, who are suffering from anxiety, who are suffering from obsessive compulsive disorder, who are having panic attacks, who are really down on their self-confidence, who are miserable, who have no motivation in their lives, and they want someone to come in their lives and they want to use that person to get motivated or feel good. Never works. That's the biggest mistake. That's a no. The most important thing is that I have to feel great and bring that greatness into my dating life. So if you don't feel great, let's do something about that. Work on you. I'm available for anyone who wants to work on themselves and wants to do therapy and wants private sessions in English. If you don't speak Farsi, please schedule yourself to get a session with me. I work very quickly on your issues and resolve them and help you get to your best self, to your extraordinary self, to your exalted self, to the one that you love, that you adore, that you're happy to wake up to, so you can present your best self going out and dating. But you gotta be willing to date you. If you're not willing to date you, why should somebody else date you? So let's do that. Let's have this be your Christmas present, your New Year's resolution, the thing you do for you, so that you get ready for the new year to go dating. And I promise you, in 10 to 12 sessions, that you're going to get there. Now, this is if you don't speak Farsi. If you speak Farsi, I have workshops coming up for men that I'm going to teach them all about themselves, complete their past, get them all ready for Christmas and New Year to go into new relationships. For men, 4 to 6 of January, I have a workshop for men called HIM, Honor, Integrity, and Mastery in Farsi. If your Farsi is even minimal, you're going to do great. And we have a Christmas special, so sign up now. For ladies, I have a workshop exclusively for you. If you speak Farsi, even minimal Farsi, that's from the 8th to the 10th of February online. You can register now, get the best Christmas bonus. Normally, I think the workshops are $2,000 or $3,000. You have a phenomenal Christmas discount if you register now, and you can even do a payment plan, a convenient payment plan. Register now and get into your best self. Learn the language of women, for men. Learn how women think, how they feel, what do they want, what should I do? How do I approach this very complex creature? Right? For ladies, you need to learn men. Right? You need to learn their language, their way of thinking, their way of behaving. What do they want? What don't they want? And get over your fears of how to be with men. Right? They're not hairy creatures. They're really fabulous, wonderful beings. Right? To have the most amazing, extraordinary relationship with them. And I'm here to help. I have 36 years of experience. And I want to help you have the most outstanding dating experience and love life. So let's do it, right? Now, you can also send me your questions. I will answer your questions after this program, and we tape record them, and we post them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all of our social pages, so that you will find the answer to your question. In English, I promise. So please do send us your questions. We have a WhatsApp number, 001-818-914-1607. 001-818-914-1607. Send us your questions, send us your inquiries. If you want to register for our workshops, let us know. We will immediately get in contact with you. More than happy to provide all of the information you want for sessions as well. If you want to book your sessions with me, we'll provide all the information for you. Now, sessions are a little bit hard to come by because my schedule is usually full, but we promise to accommodate you in our first available time slot. That's it for today. I wish you all the best. Till next Monday, do the right thing.